What's up? Luke D. Maxwell here, and I am here with my friend Christine Frey. If you're a teenager looking to talk to your parents about your depression or other mental health challenges, this is the video for you. You ready to do this, Christine?
I'm ready.
So, Christine, what tips do you have for teens who are suffering from depression, other mental health challenges? What would you say to them to help them talk to their parents?
Well, to start off, I would first say that talking to your parents as a teen can be extremely difficult, especially if it has something to do with mental health challenges. And the best way to go is to try to come up to them, just approach them at a good time and ask them, like, can I speak with you? Can we talk about something? And if they find the time, just be comfortable and relax. It's going to be okay. If they don't want to talk to you for a little bit, maybe you can try doing something by writing a letter to them, telling them exactly how you feel, exactly what you're going through, and give it to them so you don't have to actually verbalize what you're saying. And you can give it to them so that they know what you really feel truly inside. I know for me, when I wanted to talk to my parents, it was really difficult because I was a teenager, but I didn't want to talk about my problems. I wanted to internalize them. I did not want people to know that I was struggling with something. And the best thing to do is to just get out of your own head. Let yourself know it's okay to accept help, to talk to people about it, and go and talk to your parents. It'll be so much more helpful in the long run.
Yes, definitely. I know I have a hard time talking to my parents, and I'm definitely more comfortable talking through text, which is odd because I speak to thousands of people right in front of them, tell all the dark stuff that's happened in my life. But when it comes to talking to my parents, it's just really difficult.
It's difficult
Yes.
because you know them so well and you don't want to disappoint them or hurt them.
Yes, yeah, that's a good point. I know I hear that quite a bit. In your own journey, when did you start suffering from your mental health challenges?
I started suffering from my mental health challenges when I was 12 years old. I was in the 7th grade, and I was at a really kind of a small school that everyone knew everybody and everyone was really supportive of each other. So I experienced most of my struggles at school. I didn't know much about what it would be like at home because I didn't struggle at home. It was pretty much all at school. So rather than going to my parents, I confided in one of my teachers, and he was able to tell my parents about it, and from there the direction just kept going forward and I was able to find help.
Good, yeah, and I mean, you're doing great today.
Exactly,
and you're doing great work with your channel and everything you're doing. So you found your help through the school, right?
Yes.
So for someone who's having a hard time talking to their parents, maybe they're having most of their struggles at school, could be bullying, stress, a bunch of different factors. Yeah. At your school, what did you do at your school to help you talk to your parents? And what are some different resources at schools for teenagers?
Right, so for me, I kind of refused help. My teacher noticed the symptoms and the signs that were going on, and he asked me, he said, what's going on? And I just would not tell him. It wasn't something that I felt a teacher should know about. Mm-hmm. But it went on for a couple months, and at that point, I finally told my teacher, and he was so supportive of it, and he was trying to help me, and that's why he went to my parents so that they could get me the help that I truly needed. So if you're at school and you feel like you're just not like thriving there and you're having a really hard time, especially with mental health issues, talk to your teacher, talk to a counselor, talk to the principal if you need to, so that they can get you the help from your parents.
Right, I know most of the schools that I've spoken to, they have such amazing school counselors, and I've met them, I've talked with them, and then some students will come to me and say, oh, I can't talk to school counselors, they don't care, they don't want to see me. And I'll say, like, I just spoke with them. They're awesome people who really care about you. Yes. And that's the thing, is that when you're suffering from depression, is that your mindset, the way you see things, it's a bit distorted because of it. So that's great, but I know a big problem is that when parents aren't aware enough of what depression is, of what mental illness is, and so they don't take their teens' suicidal thoughts, they don't take what their teen says to them that seriously. What do you have to say to parents and to other adults, teachers, principals, school counselors? So what do you have to say to parents, to adults, teachers, principals, school counselors? What do you have to say to them if a teen, their kid, comes to them and tells them that they're feeling depressed?
Well, the first thing to remember is that mental illness, depression, it's real. You can't ignore it. You have to kind of tackle it head on and help those who are struggling with it. So if you're a parent or any adult in this situation, listen and be open to hearing the teen's problems, because they need you to listen. Whether you want to hear it or not because you're afraid of what it may be or what is going on, they need you. So please just listen and be open to hearing it, because in the long run, it'll get them help and it'll get them better way faster if you can be a part of it with them.
Exactly. This is like if your kid broke their arm, right?
Yeah.
Is that you immediately go, oh no, we need to go take you to the doctor.
Exactly.
And the worst case scenario, like if you take them to a doctor, receive an assessment, they might come out perfectly fine. But I mean, that's much preferable to not taking them to a doctor, not having them given an assessment.
Yes.
And it turning out being much worse,
It
right?
could be much worse, yes.
Exactly. We want to start as early as possible in the
Yes.
healing process.
The preventative action is in the beginning.
Exactly. And I know talking to a lot of parents is that sometimes they're scared of
Yes.
their teen suffering, like what you said, is that
Exactly.
they don't want their kid to suffer. And that's understandable, because it hurts when someone you love is hurting. It hurts you too. And sometimes it's easier just to say, no, it's fine. But ignoring it doesn't make the problem go away.
It does not make it go away. You have to, like I said, you kind of have to tackle it and treat it as a real illness, because it is a real illness.
Exactly. Another medical illness.
Exactly.
So, Christine, do you have any final words for anybody listening?
Yeah, if you're a teen, just remember to be open and willing to accept help. And if you're a parent or a teacher or anyone in that situation, be willing to listen. You guys, everyone needs each other in this process, and you can get better if you prevent certain things from happening in the beginning. So don't lose hope. Remember that you can do this, and just be willing to work with each other.
Exactly. Great. We have here another story of overcoming depression, a bunch of other mental health challenges. I did it. Christine, you did it.
I did it.
You can do it too. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you watch the other video that Christine and I filmed on her channel right over here somewhere, where I talk about how to be unashamed. The magic of YouTube. It will be somewhere around here. Links will be in the description. You'll find it. I'll make sure that you can find it. Take care. Be unashamed.